Hi everybody, my name is John from Smile Dental Lab in San Jose, California. Um, it's Smile Dental Lab Inc., just in case. I have here, right now I'm trying to join the Make My Day from Elugu, and I'm hoping to win the new Mars 5, uh, the 3D resin printer. Okay. Um, yeah, the third prize. That's what I'm trying to shoot at because I want to. Right now, I have a video. It's on YouTube. You can find it at John Gutierrez at John Gutierrez 7329. Uh, I have their conversion for my Elegoo DLP. This is my Elegoo DLP, and I had the VAT conversion to add a heater on it. So basically, well, this is right now. This one has a heater on. See, there's the plug for the heater, and as you can see here now, let me face this one. As you can see, let me just move this because these are models that I want to show you that normally 5,000 to up 3D printers are able to print on this material. And hey, I successfully did it on Elegoo DLP. That's the reason why I got Elegoo in the first place. So even though I have two Anycubics, this was my first one, the Anycubic M3, and I don't know if they still carry this, but this was a 4K at that time. Don't worry about the 4K. It's about the I don't really follow the 4K. It's I see the pixel size on printing the size. That's what I check on how many pixels. So this M3, normally I use it for like this one is for implant bridge for casting. So this is a resin casting resin. So as you can see here, there's a post for the implant screws, and then these are for cementing the crown. So you have to cast the metal. The reason is zirconias right now, they're too heavy for a lot of patients I talk to personally. They feel uncomfortable when it's especially on the upper. The weight on that because the density is really um, thick there or it has a lot of density in it, so when you sinter it, or we call it when you cook it at high temperature, the density gets harder, so then it becomes harder to break. But the problem with that, the difference with titanium or chrome cobalt with cast this is that's too heavy and it's very uncomfortable for patients, so they're really complaining, and I've been trying to find a solution since last year. That's why I did the conversion. Well, I did the conversion 2 years, but I never did a video. So I did it because a lot of people were requesting for me to do that, and so I did a video on it on how to convert it, and I have this one pink color because it's porcelain. It's porcelain with silicate zirconia silicate, which is used for enamels or glazing. When you're glazing the porcelain or the crowns. Anyway, so here I have here material. See, it's barely flowing. I'm already it's very thick, so it doesn't flow. You can you can actually have it go around without it, you know, flowing because it's really thick. Um, this is the alumina and zirconia mix that I made. Nowadays they do the zirconia, but the zirconia is a little bit expensive, so I opted for alumina, which is the first one before zirconia. they still use that for implants, for all types of implants. So I had here the conversion. See, so it goes, which here right now I can show you for the conversion. See, it's right now, I don't know if you can see it, 47.4, but actually it's set up to 50 degrees Celsius because I need the thing inside the resin, I need it to be warm enough, because when you heat it up to that, well, actually right now, yeah, this one needs to be around only 45, because the 50 is for the zirconia that I used, or the alumina zirconia, but that's a different type of resin that I used. This one is uh, kind of like a water-based resin, so it's still resin, but it's bio mechanically good, so it's FDA approved resin, but it's all gonna be burned out when I put it on the oven. So anyway, it's plugged in, as you can see here. It's there's the wire, I did the cable here, converted it, because Elegoo doesn't have one. Anycubic has the new one, the Mars 7. I mean Mars 7. I mean the Anycubic something 7 Pro 7. But the problem with that is I was opting to get that because of that, but Elegoo, the Mars 5 Pro that they have, tilts, which I think is better. And then plus, I like the VAT of Elegoo because they're casted, or I don't know if this is casted metal or aluminum, or anyway, it's a good source for heat. Uh, the only thing I don't like the Elegoo, the reason why it's good, but the problem with the material is you can only use that for those model resins, which that's what I use for Anycubic. That's it. It's for models only, because the resins are thin. They can easily flow. It's like but the ones for the dental, the ones we use, or the resins used for dentals, they're really thick. You need to heat up the it's the material is basically used for aerospace and or medical grade aerospace and everything. Those needs a higher temperature heat, to so you can print it properly and to make it flowable. And if I use the Anycubic one, it's gonna clog up that thing, that it sucks the flow, which is good because it really heats up the resin. That's the whole purpose of it. But the thing is too small, and it's just gonna clog up the resin. So anyway, so I have it here. As you can see here, let me show you the tests that I made on this the first Zirconia-Alumina resins that I did. As you can see here, I have those. First ones are these. So I have in here, as you can see, there's a wait, let me open up the light more. Yeah, with the extra light. So you can see here, I've have see, broken because it didn't completely. I was trying to find the printing parameters for this material. At first, it was really thick. I think I did that at 40 degrees because that was recommended by but their printer is like $12,000. My God, I can't afford that printer. That's 12.5, I think. So, so I had no option. And then when I was doing my research, Elegoo was the only one. The DLP, I didn't like Anycubic has DLP, but their VAT is plastic, and I can't, have that. I tried to on their other vats. Well, this is metal, but they had the one that has a plastic vat, and I had the CGR one, from the CGR. Where is that? This one. The CGR. They had the vat. I tried to, but the problem was it warped on the inside. It started to melt, and here it's starting to disfigure. I mean, it disfigured itself, and there's a disc. You can see there. There's a burning on the plastic back. So those ones, not so good. So I did the first one, as you can see here. It's incomplete because I did the, see, there's the temperature. I recorded everything. So incomplete, this one, the broken part, and you can see here, this is a cones from calibration. It's broken, it didn't completely, so, and then plus it's over, telling me it's over, I'm over curing it. You see, it's complete here, and there's another 3 there. So, actually, I did a lot of tests. It's not 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. No, actually, before this, there was like 10 more of printing parameters that I tested with. But then coming close to it, the first problems were the base. I was trying to find, to let it stick on the base. That was the first 5 printings. And after that, the thickness, the proper thickness to hold it. Okay. So as you can see here, it's a little bit too low, or the resins keep sticking to each other. As you can see there, there's, it's really like, so the anatomy of the teeth is gonna, it's not gonna be there. And then I did the heat was getting, I got the right heat, so it's stuck in there. I had it here on, recorded it, but the problem with the angulation is there's lines inside. You can see there's lines inside, really, really showing all. But it's good if you cement it; it'll, hold that cement in there, which I don't have to grind anymore, because that's sometimes the problem of the resin is it comes off. So this will be have a retention for to it, which is good, kinda. So, but anyway, still having problem with the thickness of the supports. This is from Hertz, constant calibration by Hertz, and then I got it to where, well, but it was missing here, so I can't really tell if it was good, but I still recorded it, and then this was perfect. So it needed to be straight up support, but I can't have it, even though it's perfect, all the angles, it's complete, there's no lines on the side, so that disappeared. But it's still recommended to you tilt like at least 5-10 degrees, like that, to for proper printing. But all when I printed it this way, as you can see here now from the cones of calibration, it's the setting was perfect, almost perfect, because I was still missing this spot. uh, I dropped the one that was complete, that showed me the actual perfect setting, which is not this one. Actually, was it this? Yeah, yeah. This was the setting. Almost, it came here almost perfect. The setting, this one, but this was still full alumina, um, until I combined it, the alumina with the zirconia. So it was 85% alumina and then 15% zirconia. When I mixed those two together and I saw the margins on the lines, was perfect. I mean, it's like, oh, there it is. So, but the resin was a little bit too thick. So I was testing 2 different kinds of resins. And finally, here it is. As you can see there, the margin, you can see all the, this is an actual case. So I will be cooking or firing this one for the final cure or density. So when you cook it, it will be like this. It will be like this in the crown. See, you see, it will be like this. But this one is milled. Problem with the milled ones is they can't do undercuts. Okay, no undercuts. So just like this one, zirconia. So when you cook it, see the you can do the coloring before finalizing, and then it comes to like this color, which is A2. So you can see the incisal area or the edge, which is almost translucent. So that's how they are, how it is. But as I've said, with this anterior only, these cases, it's really, really heavy. So I'm trying to find a porcelain, which is this one, with the zirconia mix, and hopefully will be half the weight of this one, but still keep the strength of the crowns. Okay, so and then once I found the right heat, the temperature, the right temperature for this. So doing this, where it says 47, but it's gonna be 50. Well, it's open. When it's closed, it tends to go up to 50, which is the setting that I made. And now, voila. This is the 85% alumina, 15% zirconia. Because when you do 100% zirconia, printing it is very, very hard because the material's too viscous, too runny. It's hard to control, and it's too thin when it's printing. But mixing it will give you this one. So it's perfect. I got all the anatomies in there. As you can see here, this anatomy is perfect. The margins all showing. So that's the perfect. And then this is an abutment, we call it. So the hole, well, because the hole is too small, I just need to do a little bit more on the ultrasonic to clean that hole, but I'll just grind it by hand. You know, it's easier to do that. So I'll have the drill on it to clean it up, but I'll still put it in ultrasonic because I didn't put it too long. So anyway, these are the ones I did specifically for the Elegoo DLP printer. So I'm hoping for those labs, for other dental labs who are in my field, they will. I will be presenting this once my once my research is done. I'll try to present this next on the dental lab conference, because I'm in San Jose, so not in New York or what was that? Chicago? I'm not gonna go to Chicago. I don't have time to go to Chicago. I don't have that budget. I'll just go here to LA, the one they have here in LA. It's closer. So I do my own mixing, and I do my own yeah. So the resins are here. As you can see here, it says um, what was this? Yeah. So Ceramco 3 A3. That's the shade of that, but I added zirconia in it. Um, so I put liquid for the resin was 50%. The the porcelain powder was 40%, and then the zirconia silicate powder is 10%. So which gives me 100%. So having that trial, so yeah. So as you can see here, I got a lot more for it. I did print the clear on this one, but for models like this, it's best to do the any cubic they're not as good as the Elegoo. So I will be wasting models on if I print it on Elegoo. So Elegoo can do a better job, especially with the probe light. But see, this one is from here. These are full dentures, full dentures. But the problem with this is the layering. I find that layering this with the colored ceramic is not good. Uh, you you can do it better by cutback, doing a cutback, and then duplicating the model, and then getting clear silicone or any duplicating silicone, 30A. Just to let you know, use a 30A. Don't use a 20A. It is the stiffness of that rubber or the silicone. Use the 30A. It's better. So what you do is do the cutback, get a clear resin, the same company. The company that I use is from Centertech. They're good. I've tested the different kinds of resins. I have here from Sprint Ray. They're not as strong as the Centertech. Okay, so that's why I use Centertech only. It's specific. So in order to get that translucency, you don't really need to add extra shading. What you need to do is just do the cutback on this, do the cutback, and then on that mold that you duplicated this, when you duplicate this, after duplicating the silicone, which has you put a wax so that you can inject the resin. Use they have a clear splint, which is hard clear splint, and then 50-50 or about 70-30, 70 of the clear, 70% of the clear, and 30% of the whatever resin, if it's shade A1, A2, mix it together and then inject it on the cutback that you did, and then I guarantee you it'll show that because you want to keep the occlusal area to be strong, so you don't want to just cut it, just this one that you need, that where people can see the incisal, this 1/3 of the facial of the anterior, and then incisal area, and then once you do the cutback and you inject that, then it'll flow over there, and then put it on a light curing machine, the big ones. Get the big ones. I converted mine to a higher. It was normally 3 milliwatts per centimeter square of light, 405 nanometers of light. I converted it, and mine is about 8 to 10, so it's really strong. But the reason for that is I get a cheap silicone, which is a little bit cloudy, so I needed to really go in there. And when it's done, it's like almost doing like the set porcelain. So this was I will be offering it later for a cheaper version instead of ceramics. I can offer that with a cheaper price, affordable for those patients who can't afford or has another option for that. Anyway, so now I did this 3D with this porcelain mix, my own porcelain mix, and finished. And although you can see here there's still some porcelain, the middle part on this one, the middle part there, see, it didn't print properly on that middle part. That was the cones of calibration. So I have to adjust the because this is a different resin. The other one was a different resin. The Zirconia-Alumina Plus, it's a different, yeah, a different powder and different resin. But this one is a different resin. This is almost like a water-based resin, so it's really thin. So I need to adjust on that one. Uh, and where's my? Oh, there it is. So I haven't cleaned this up. I just finished printing this one. So I still need to clean that with alcohol. So I have here alcohol. So I'm gonna try to see if I can clean it up and have the resin. See if I can clean that up, show the margin a lot better. It was successful, almost. I'm still missing some of the parts there. So, uh, but but almost successful. So I need that concept calibration. That's my guide. So uh, it's 90, 80% successful. I just need to find the right calibration. So the teeth is there. It's just finding the right temperature. I need to correct temperature because I forgot this. The temperature that I did was for the alumina zirconia, but this one is thinner. The powder, yeah, tends to be a little bit more flowable. So I don't need to heat it up that high. But I think I can find it just in a few trials, and I can have this successfully done. But I need something that I need another printer that would maximize my workflow. That means, if I'm going to have a lot of work cases, then I can print more. So I need something bigger. So this small DLP was, it's good for trial testing, but actually right now, if it works really out well, I might as well use all of it for this one, except that I wish that Elegoo has a temperature controlled vat, to heat up the vat. You don't need to heat up the resin, just heat up the vat. It will heat up but they have that one, the one that tilts down. I do think that will work, but I want to try it out. I want, because of my budget constraints, I really want to win that one to try out and then put it on YouTube and then hopefully call up Elegoo and if it works out, then represent them on the Data Lab conference. their, their machine that can compete with those 5,000 up printers. That I'm able to do this, you know. Uh, and yeah, offer it. So Elegoo, you know, you can email me at Smile Lab Inc. That's LABINC. Smile is SMILE at yahoo.com. You can email me if you offer me something. If you're not gonna let me win the third prize, at least help me so I can purchase that or get that for doing my testings, because I've been doing this for almost 2 years testing and I'm already close to it. Uh, and then your Coblight, when I was researching it, that is good. And then the one thing I like is that your Mars 5 Pro can shut off at 80 when it's heated up to 80, but I'm not going to go over that. Maximum is about 50. Just hoping that there's some temperature control on that one. I don't know. I don't have the machine, but anyway, so that's it. And for for those dental labs who are like me, dental technicians and dentists, well, you know now my email. So if you want, send me your cases, and but not right now. I haven't offered it to you, but you can call me, email me, and once I am able to offer it to the consumer, to the public, well, not the people, but the dental clinics, dentists, then you'll be the first ones because I'm trying to make the porcelain still aesthetic as it is, but stronger. So the one I'm using right now is a food grade zirconium silicate that's used for enamels and glaze for glazing. So you make it shiny. So I'm trying to find the right combination because mixing the porcelain with zirconia, that means I can use my uh, liquid, those water-based liquid for so this is a dark incisal, for coloring, the occlusal liquid for occlusal, you know, so it will help with that shading. So I'm trying to find the right one so that when patients wear it, it will be perfect, somebody did a build up, hand build up, but you can do it now in 3D printing. So anyway, that's it. Thank you very much, and make my day. Eligu. Thank you. Bye.